It's day 129 of Israel's war on Gaza. And throughout that campaign, Israel has pushed all 2.2 million people of Gaza into smaller and smaller spaces, making them homeless, crowding them over and over again, starving them by restricting food, and then bombing them. So here is a map of the Gaza Strip. Here is northern Gaza, where leaflets rain from the sky on October 13th, telling them to move south. More than 1.1 million Palestinians had 24 hours to leave this part of Gaza using the two safe routes laid out by Israel. Yet on the same day, 70 Palestinians using these safe roads were killed by Israeli warplanes. Israel also continued to bomb areas outside of this evacuation zone. Despite Gazans moving to this new safe zone, Israel bombed Al Bureij refugee camp on several occasions in October and early November. So now, Gazan residents needed to move from this area to here or further south. Then on November 15, Israel dropped hundreds of leaflets in selected neighbourhoods telling the residents of Khan Yunis that they need to move further south. December 1st, more leaflets fell on Khan Yunis. They were told to immediately evacuate to shelters in Rafah as Khan Yunis was considered a dangerous combat zone. Then on January 3rd, Al-Nusayrat camp in the middle of Gaza, which was originally a safe zone, was also ordered to evacuate. Bearing in mind that civilians evacuating here would now have to travel through heavily bombed areas and were guaranteed no safety. As you can see at this point, there was only one safe zone left in Gaza, Rafah. Which brings us to February 12. In the early morning, Israel began heavily bombing Rafah and at least 67 people were killed. Rafah is the last safe zone in Gaza where approximately 1.4 million Palestinians are huddling for safety in makeshift tents. Later that day, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered the military to prepare to evacuate civilians from the southern Gazan city of Rafah. But where will they go?